How is everyone doing today? It is June 19th of 2023. Once again, it's been about a few weeks since we put out our last video. The time frame that we usually install the garden and get everything out here is between Mother's Day and Father's Day. So the day before Mother's Day, we did a video that was kind of ramping up to getting our stuff put out, and starting on Mother's Day, we started putting the tomatoes out. The day after that, we were starting to put peppers out, installing everything throughout the month of May. And then as soon as June starts, it's almost like a code red situation for us. Plants we're going to direct sow, plants we want to get from nurseries and put into the yard, things like that turn out to be put in at the beginning of June and stuff. It's like our last second to kind of put things into the yard. So it is June 19th right now, the day after Father's Day. And the yard's completely installed. Since we already kind of did a pepper and tomato video on the kinds that we have planted and we're trying to grow, I'm just going to walk around the yard real quick and show everybody that we have that is not a pepper or tomato, so that this video don't get too long. So 2 days ago we went to the powwow. I didn't get a lot of video on that. I'll put the clips at the beginning of this video probably. A couple days before that we got this crazy rain. But other than that, between Mother's Day and Father's Day, our installation days for our zone and our microclimate, getting things out into the yard and put into here, has went really successfully and been pretty mild, other than that rain that was a couple days ago. So Yuchi, Angel, and Kiddo, I'll take you around and just quickly try to name everything that we have that's not a pepper or tomato. So this right here is the Tamarillo. This right here is the Dieffenbachia. That's a struggling, falling out avocado tree. That is our stevia right there. Over here we still got a Hoya, some Tom Thumb lettuce that we're seeding. That is a spider plant. And this is a, not a Meyer lemon. Maybe it is a Meyer. Meyer lemon, I believe. We've had that lemon tree for several years. It's more of a house plant than anything else like that. Over here we got strawberries that came back from last year. Right here is a bunch of random herbs, mostly chives, cilantro, and oregano. This right here is the two types of basils that made it into our yard. Dark opal basil and spicy globe basil. I'm all the way down here. Last year we put in a Apache blackberry that we got a plant from, and it grew really, really well. And then during the cold season we didn't protect it very well, so we didn't think it was going to come back, was going to replace it. But this is a Apache blackberry coming back, and surrounding it is Malabar spinach. This right here is dragon tongue beans, and then in the center here is Kiddo's corn, serendipity corn, and glass gem, or chaos corn as we like to call it, because it's a cross between lots of different multicolored corn. This is a densiformis yew that we cut maybe a little bit too far back, but you can see it's starting to get its new growth again, so it'll be fine by the end of the summer. We've had that one for years. This one is a Green Beauty boxwood. There's a couple beans in here too, the red noodle beans. I don't know how well they're going to do, but there was some space to grow them, so we're giving it a shot. This is turmeric and ginger. Not doing as great. We didn't relay that like we should. This is butternut squash surrounded by white icicle radish. This butternut squash came from a nursery plant. That is some sort of snacking cucumber. Not quite sure what happened with this bin. We've put tons and tons of seeds and been trying to plant it. None of the seeds are sprouting, and we've been trying to sprout them for about a month now. So what was in there was a dragon egg cucumber. We tried the national pickling cucumber. We also tried the cucamelon. None of those seeds have sprouted, and that's over the span of weeks. So we did get a sprout of a regular snacking cucumber. This is a buttercup squash with white icicle radishes. I hear white icicle radish might be good for keeping off squash bugs. I'm not sure if that's true. We had the space to plant them. We're going to give it a shot. That is lemon balm that came back from last year. This is a mixture of bunching onions and walking onions. This is the 1500-year-old cave bean. And in this one it has the Cherokee Trail of Tears bean. This right here is a Markhamore cucumber. It's not doing too well. It's in a shady spot that's had issues in the past. And this one right here is a Space Master bush cucumber, and look at it, it's already gotten. Both of those we got as sprouts, but they were super, super tiny sprouts, and this one's doing really well. I think it's like in the sunspot. This is our flower bucket. We're getting some lilies that are coming up so far. The irises have had a couple come up, and I think that's probably it for them this year. And then our hyacinths never quite came back. They started to, and they didn't. I was really surprised by a lot of these flowers and bulbing plants. Not so much as the irises, but the lilies and the hyacinths keep returning, even though we are in a really bad zone in the winters for plants. Angel planted some chamomile here, and it's having a little bit of issue. Alright, and I think the last one that's not a pepper or tomato would be this one right here. This is the Baby Cakes Blackberry. So Angel got this for me about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and we were growing it. Got it in a container. It's one that is really, really unique. I really, really like this grow. It's my favorite grow in the yard this year so far. It is called the Baby Cakes Blackberry from, I believe, Bushel and Berries. The plant cost is about 20 bucks, but if I can propagate this and keep on growing it and save seeds from it and also get blackberries in the yard, it's really, really hard for us to do blackberries well in containers, but I have a lot of nostalgia. Angel had the first one off of this. I think I'm going to give this second one here to Kiddo, and then I'll have that one right there. So really, really cool. We like to grow other things besides tomatoes and peppers, but just tomatoes and peppers do the best for us in containers. There's so many unique varieties, having lots of fun. But the health gauge is restored. It is June 19th of 2023. Yards installed between Mother's Day and Father's Day usually for us. It's about a time frame. We usually do have cold snaps and struggles. This year's been really mild. It hasn't gotten super hot on us, but it also hasn't gotten super cold on us. So it's been pretty much between 70 and 75, and in the daytime, and at nighttime about 40 to 40 or 45 to 50, pretty consecutively for the entire month. I think that so far this year we're probably lucky if we hit 2 or 3 days where we even hit 80s, but slow on the peppers growing, but the tomatoes are loving this kind of weather. UT Angel and Kiddo, we love you guys. Catch you next time. Just wanted to show you the yard fully installed. Everything's getting its legs and just got to hold it together for another month or two and should be seeing some cool peppers and tomatoes. So love you guys. Catch you next time. Thanks for watching.